My mind is a rainforest. It's not a monoculture. I started editing. I filmed a video yesterday that I'm probably going to release like sooner or later. And I started editing it. And as I'm editing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I do not think linearly. I do not speak linearly. I do not reason linearly. And I was reading about the rainforest mind. I'm in a reflection circle and we're going through this book. And the thing about having a rainforest mind is that I connect everything to everything. I made a whole video about this. And there's so much freedom and liberation in me just saying, you know what? I have a script that I wrote out that was what I was going to talk about. And I got on camera, and as I was going through my script, new thoughts started occurring to me. And so I started talking about them. And what I've been trained to do, and what I've done to fix this, which I now know there's nothing to fix. What I've done to fix this is when I used to give talks, like when I would present talks, when I give research talks and journal club and stuff like that, I had slides. And so my slides would tell me, say this, say this, say this. And I remember not really having presenter notes because the idea of memorizing a script and saying exactly what my script is does not come naturally to me. Like it freaks me out. Like the idea of reading a script is actually really stressful because when I communicate things and when I talk about things, there are things that I know. I don't need to remember what to say. I'm talking about something I'm really interested in, especially when I make these YouTube videos. I'm talking about things that are interesting to me, which, by the way, the process of deciding on a topic is so paralyzing because I'm like, all of these things connect to each other. I see exactly how these things connect, and obviously they tie into my lived experience. And so how can I talk about one topic without talking about another? And how can I explore this without exploring that? And it's not complete. The picture is not complete if I don't mention this and if I don't mention that. And the pressure I've put on myself is that I have to linearly think and communicate. I have to be linearly thinking and communicating these ideas. And it doesn't make any sense because it's not me. It's not how I think. It's not how I see the world. It's not how I communicate. I was talking to a friend and I was telling them that it's like being asked to be a monoculture, right? Like plant one specific thing. And the right agriculture is on my mind is because I was reading about agriculture earlier this morning and learning about agriculture. And so I'm using agricultural metaphors. And that is its own thing. And now I'm explaining why I'm using an agricultural metaphor. Just the whole texture of things. Like I think in very, very textural ways, very, very layered ways of thinking. And that's just how my mind works. That's how my mind functions, is in textures and in layers. And nothing is one dimensional. Everything is very three-dimensional, not just three-dimensional. They are connected to each other. So now we're in 4 dimensions. And yeah, I think across time and across space and across continents and cultures and traditions. And I was raised in a completely different culture. So it's really hard for me to see topics as separated. And I'm very sensitive, and it's very crazy that the things I see other people don't see. So I'm creating this because I was editing a video I filmed yesterday that I'm still going to edit, and I was like, I need to refilm this whole thing. Like I keep going off on these tangents and this is not connected to the topic, and I need to stay on topic, and I need to come back to the thesis. And that video was supposed to be maybe like 30 minutes long, like talking about everything that I wrote down I was going to talk about. And I realized 30 minutes into filming, I haven't even gotten through the intro. What was supposed to be me setting the stage for what I talk about. And then I was like, but this is your channel and this is your podcast. Like, who is my employee? There is no employee. Okay, cool. So then why am I putting this pressure on myself and making it harder, right? I haven't put out an episode in a while, even though I've had all these ideas. And that's also the cool part of this, is that there is no schedule and there is no time and there is no like, I have to do it this way at this time. I'm learning so much about myself and how I function in a way that isn't shaming, that isn't pathologizing, that isn't saying this is what I have to fix about myself and this is how I have to do XYZ thing. My mind is a rainforest. It's not a monoculture. And it exists in textures and layers across space, across time, in 5 dimensions, 6 dimensions. And that is what it is. I was going to say that is okay, but it's like, doesn't matter if it's okay or not. It just is. That is my reality. That is what is. And I was kind of judging myself. I was like, this is not linear. You're supposed to present things in ways that are linear so that the person can follow. And I was like, but if people want linear content and things that go straight from XYZ to XYZ, like the topics I'm talking about, none of them are new, right? The only thing that's new is that I'm talking about them from my perspective and my point of view and how I experience and go through the world. So if folks want to learn about a specific topic, there are so many other people and so many other learning modalities and people who have talked about these same things that they can go to. The very thing that makes it unique is what I'm trying to erase. What makes it unique is how I see it, and how I see it is exactly perfect, and how I talk about it is exactly perfect. And what comes up as I'm filming is exactly perfect. What if everything was just right? What if the way I'm talking, what if the way I'm reasoning was exactly right? Because what tells me that I need to be a linear thinker is what I see other people do. I'm not other people. And it's more work. It's more editing time. It's more filming time. It's more strenuous for me to get on camera. And then it also isn't natural. I'm not having fun. The whole point is to have fun and to talk about things and to just orate and to think out loud and to explore topics and connect interesting ideas. That's unique to me. The way I think about it is unique to me. And so why would I want to erase that which is unique to me and the connections that are unique to me so I can be linearly thinking? It just doesn't make any sense. And so, yeah, like the videos where I'm talking about dismissal, like they're a little bit easier because I'm just going, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And the thing happened how it happened. There's nothing to add or remove or whatever. I'm just telling a story. When I'm exploring topics that span across disciplines, from epistemology to religion and the metaphysics of religion and spirituality and the history of medicine and war and imperialism and colonialism and sociological layering, economic layering, political and liberatory struggle, feminism, gender studies, medical anthropology, social understanding of medicine, social understanding of science, evidence, the metaphysics of evidence, ontology, just all of these fields. And I put fields in quotes because they don't occur as fields to me. They just are my experience, and I just talk about what I experience. But when I do that, it's really hard for me to keep them in their lane and to go from topic to topic to topic. And I'm making this to give myself the permission to do that. My friend called it skipping from rock to rock, to skip from rock to rock. And to just trust that those who are watching understand that the connections are there. And I don't have to explain, because I get self-conscious. I'm like, do I have to explain why this is connected to this? And then I find myself coming back to the topic and I'm like, oh, I just went on this tangent, but now I'm back to this topic. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. There is no right. This is the right way. However I do it is the right way for me. For me. And I will have people who appreciate that. And those who don't can go find someone who speaks more to what they need. It's a free world. And all I have to do and all I can do and my only job is to be me. That's it. That's it. I'm going to keep editing, and I'm going to be a lot more compassionate with myself as I edit and not try to supplement and remove and restructure. I was like, I need to refilm this whole thing. Like, no, I don't. No, I don't. It's okay. put something out there rather than nothing, and just step away from this mold that I've been told my whole life I need to fit into. I'm not a cupcake.